Did fossils really take a long time to form? We've been told that it took a long time for fossils to form in the past. Well, that makes sense if you are an evolutionist. But what does science say? Some fossils, such as coal, that is, fossilized plants, can be formed in laboratories in a matter of minutes. Incidentally, no coal is being formed today. In fact, scientists disagree greatly on how coal was formed in the first place because it's not being formed today. Even though coal may possibly have been formed slowly, there is no real evidence of this, however. No one can know for sure. But we do know for certain that it can be formed quickly. Oil can be made very rapidly as well. Even more important was a recent discovery of a fossilized human foot or lower leg. The fossil was inside a boot, and this boot was made in the early 1950s. This has become one of the most significant fossils ever found. Numerous fossils have been discovered that have taken very short periods of time, sometimes just months. So this demonstrates that fossils can and have been formed in a small fraction of the time that evolutionists require. Visitors to the Carlsbad Caverns and other caves are told that the icicle-shaped formations hanging from the ceiling and sticking up from the floor, that is, the stalagmites and the stalactites, took millions of years to form. Not so. Recent discoveries show that these formations can form as quickly as 2 inches per year. So these formations could have been formed in just a few short decades. This is a tiny fraction of the time that we have been told by our teachers and our tour guides. Even if it was centuries, that is far from the millions of years that we were told. Since no fossils are forming slowly, that we are aware of, there is no evidence to show that fossils took long periods of time to form. Scientific evidence does not support the idea that fossils could have taken thousands or millions of years to form. No decay, as they are waiting to fossilize over the thousands or millions of years that it supposedly took. So, if fossils have been formed in a small fraction of 1% of that time that the evolutionists have told us, all time frames that have been given to us by evolutionists regarding the formation of fossils are susceptible to the same types of errors. These and other examples are historic and scientific, not conjecture. The evolutionary times that have been given to us are total conjecture, of course. A short amount of time to form fossils is backed by the only real evidence available today. In all fairness, it is important to note that there are a number of evolutionists that do believe that fossils were made quickly. Those that believe this run into another problem. If any of the fossils were formed quickly, then the strata or the layers that they were in were also formed quickly because they were formed around them. And if any of the strata were formed quickly, and again these are sedimentary layers, then couldn't all of them been formed quickly? After all, the entire layer has fossils in it that were formed quickly. And if all the layers could have been formed quickly, then the amount of time needed for evolution to occur is no longer possible. For more information, see evosecrets.com.